Hi, I'm Sheree Foster and this is 3D Health Net. And I wanted to share with you today my plan for eliminating your food bill. And you go and you shop every week and maybe every other week. And you use up all your groceries by the end of that time and you have to go again. Did you know that if you bought a bucket of wheat or a bucket of dry beans, that could possibly last you a lot longer than a week, maybe even a year. So you buy a bucket of beans, for instance, say they're pinto beans, and you like to have Mexican food about once a week. Now, when you take your pinto beans and you take 1 cup of pinto beans out of that bucket and you cook that 1 cup becomes 3 cups. 3 cups for us is enough for our family because we figure 1 cup servings for adults and ½ cup servings for children. So 3 cups turns out just right for us. So if you remember that and you say 1 cup of pinto beans every time I want to have Mexican food, and I'll say once a week I'll have Mexican food. That's 52 weeks a year, 52 cups of pinto beans. Well, how much is in that bucket? Well, when I buy it and I sell it in 25-pound bags, which is exactly 4 gallons. It fills a 4-gallon bucket. How many cups are in 4 gallons? 64. Which is way more than 52. So that means if you bought a bucket of beans for 30 bucks, you have enough pinto beans for the year if you have Mexican food once a week. So the idea is to buy the ingredients instead of buying the product. Because for, say, maybe 16 cents, you can put a cup of refried beans in front of someone you love, and think of that, 16 cents, as opposed to even if you went to Taco Bell and you got refried beans, I mean, they're going to charge you $1.50 and you're not going to get a full cup. So it's pretty interesting how cheaply you can make things when you just buy them in the original whole food state that they were made in, that they grew in. They came from the ground that way. Suppose you had that same bucket of beans and there was a food shortage. You could plant them. You could sprout them and plant them and grow beans. Wouldn't that be something? So we have to think ahead in a wiser way, the way that we eat and the way that we think of food. Mother Earth provides everything we need. If it comes from the earth, that's where you know you're going to get the right nutrition, and these are going to be foods that store for long periods of time. Even the things that we would call perishable, which would be the fresh fruits and vegetables, can be dehydrated. And they last forever. And so we can think of food a little differently and end up healthier and spending far less per month on food. Now, most people spend about $550 a month. This is the average when you go and research it on the internet, about $550 a month. Now, I'm telling you that I can get you set up for the year with that same money. And then all you'd have to go to the store for are the little things, the things that you want to go and get. Twinkies, I don't know. Whatever it is that you want to have that would not come springing from the ground. And so I'm not saying you have to be a vegetarian. I tend to be a vegetarian just because I prefer that diet. For me, that works. But if you can eliminate a lot of your food bill by eating more foods that spring from the ground that are very, very inexpensive to use and to eat, why not? Why not be be healthier, have more money to spend on things you want to spend on. So go to my Whole Foods Kitchen, check out our food list. We have ideas that correspond with the cookbooks, and you can figure out how to make that food budget go from providing for 1 month instead providing for 1 year. Just try it. I'm Teray Foster, and this is 3D HealthNet, and you've been watching My Whole Foods Kitchen.